What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, my fighters? I'm One Eye Bright, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 15. And did you catch this mistake? Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead. Now, first, I want to say I'm not nitpicking at all. Well, some people will say I am, but I'm just picking out a mistake that just makes me think about the quality assurance of the show. That is like, how did this slip through the cracks, and what does it mean for the final part of the final season? Is there going to be more and more mistakes? Well, for those who don't know, Season 11, Episode 15, we see Connie and Kelly show the list of names that they got from a mysterious person. I believe it's Mercer, but we'll have to see. It's just my theory right now. But we saw the list in Season 11, Episode 11, and when we see this new list in Season 11, Episode 15, we have to point out the name April Martins. Right there, where the thumb is, it's drawing our attention right there. The arrow, the thumb, the red line, April Martins. Wait, it's saying April Kelly. Tyler Davis is what we're supposed to fix on, but we see a couple of names up. It's April Kelly. So we know that Mercer was talking with Connie and Kelly in the same episode. This is Season 11, Episode 11. And they talk about articles, the questions, what can be done. These aren't the questions that you're supposed to be asking. We know that Connie and Kelly aren't going to mess around. They're going to expose the truth. A lot of people like to expose people, especially when bad stuff is going down. Connie and Kelly are going to expose what's going on with the Miltons at the Commonwealth. But again, in Season 11, Episode 11, we saw that Connie and Kelly wrote an article. That is probably this article right here, the front page cover potentially, that Mercer is shown. Then we see, well, the cover is of a picture of Mercer. Then we see a list of names is slid under the door to Connie and Kelly. The fact is that it says April Kelly, and we're guessing it's the woman that we saw in the panic room that Daryl and Rosita tried to save, but it's clearly April Kelly. And it's not the biggest mistake by any means. Who really cares? It's kind of a throwaway character, but April Kelly to April Martins is like, how did that happen? The bigger thing is, why did you change the last name? It's a meaningless character as of right now until some other bomb dropped, but April Kelly, April Martins, and to me it's something bigger than just what this is here. It's just showing that the quality assurance, the checks and balances aren't there. And I'm going to highlight some other mistakes. The Walking Dead is far from perfect, but the last time we saw a bunch of mistakes, it was mostly in Season 7, which to me is one of the weakest seasons. But you can see Connie's like, yep, right there, that's a different April. What happened here? And when they gave the list to Rosita, they're like, yeah, that's a different last name. No, I'm just kidding. But the fact that Rosita did mention that it's a bigger list of names than Sebastian sent to go get the money means there's something bigger going on here. To me, I think it could be connected with the CRM Commonwealth connection, the missing persons list. To me, is the easiest way to connect the CRM with the Commonwealth. Will it be that easy? Don't know. Is it going to happen? Still don't know. We're still searching for clues for the CRM connection. As a fan of the universe, I just want it to happen. I want the loose ends to be tied up. Now let's look through the past seasons of some common mistakes. Season 1, walkers were carrying coffee cups and rocks and bricks, and definitely was much to be desired in the first episode, let alone first season of The Walking Dead. But some people justify it as the walkers were fresh and they still had memories and the virus evolved, but I just think it was a mistake. And also, Daryl's tattoo on his back was on the wrong side, a different side. So it's like there's been mistakes in a bunch of seasons, but Season 7 really takes the cake. Yes, it could be a see-through open, lens cover, but to me it doesn't look that way. Also, the background paper thing there for the Commonwealth, that's not the actual inside, it's a paper backdrop, just looks bad. The big thing here was Joey's body was actually turned this way, but when Daryl was going towards the motorcycles, it was facing that way. So was it a different direction? The same direction? Looks different to me. Also, Sasha tripped when she was walking towards the Barrington house. I have a whole video on that. And again, I'm not nitpicking. The Walking Dead is one of my favorite shows, but there are mistakes. The CGI deer, there's been some great CGI and some terrible CGI, and the deer is going to live on in infamy for Season 7. The fans are going to be like, ah! If The Walking Dead does not end in a way that we want to see, Rick, Michonne, somebody reuniting is going to be like, that's how it ends? Daleface? What? That's the ending? but we want to see a reunion. We want to see Michonne and Rick show up in the final episode of The Walking Dead. I just don't know if it's going to happen. That's what I'm worried about, guys, from this mistake. It's a small little thing on the list, but if small things like this are getting through the cracks, well, eventually bigger and bigger things fall through the cracks as well. Bigger cracks, because we're getting towards the end of the series and we only have so many episodes left. Like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts, post your comments below. Did you catch the list mistake? Thank you guys for watching either way. Again, I'm not nitpicking, I'm just sharing it with you. I love the Walking Dead universe. Stay safe, and as always, tell them Daryl.